One of the most beautiful things I've realized that we can do to be able to heal our inner child is to put ourselves in the inner child's shoes and truly deeply going there. I've had experiences where looking at it from the outside, I'll share a specific one that comes to mind, but looking at it from the outside as an adult, you're like, what's the big deal about that? Right? Like, that's common, that happens all the time. And I can rationalize it as an adult, I can look at it that way as an adult. When I put myself in the inner child's shoes, it was very painful for me. And I'll share with you, as a child, I felt like I wasn't getting a lot of attention. My parents needed to work their asses off because the economy was a mess. They owned a restaurant and a hair salon. And they had a lot of work to be able to put food on our plates and pay the bills. And I got that as a kid, I understood that, but that didn't take away from the fact that I wanted attention, that I wanted my parents to be with me, that I wanted love from them. And so that wound of neglect, of not getting attention, was already present. It wasn't too deep, but it was already there. And one day we were in a beach town in my country, Uruguay, my home country, Uruguay, in a town called Atlantida. Beautiful place, beautiful. They rented a house with a pool. And I was still in a point in my life, I forget how old I was, but at a point where I wouldn't go into the deep end of the pool. I knew how to swim, but I didn't feel safe going into the deep end of the pool. And I was a kid that always, when I did tricks with anything, jumping into a pool or with a soccer ball or anything I did, I was always like, Mom, look, Dad, look, all the time. I wanted them to see what I was doing because I was so excited about it as a kid that I wanted to share it with the people that I love the most. Makes sense, right? You want to share it with the people that you love the most. And I was at the pool and a soccer ball fell into the deep end of the pool. And it was close to the edge. So I go very close to the edge, I hold on to the little rail thing, and I reach as far as I can, and I'm trying to reach and see if I can just start pushing the ball, pulling the ball towards me. But I can't get it. So I know I need to go a little farther. So I have to let go of the rail and use whatever shape and form and way I can use to reach that. And I'm very close to getting there, very, very, very close, and I fall into the pool. And I was freaking out. But within a few seconds, I think I realized, like, wow, this is not bad. I know how to swim. It's the same as swimming in the shallow area. So the fear went away. And then I started jumping into the deep end of the pool, and it had a little trampoline. So of course, I started trying to show my parents everything I was doing, everything, every little jump. I'll be like, Mom, look, Dad, look at this, quick. And of course, they also had things they wanted to do. They weren't just gonna stare at me all day while I played. I understand that as an adult, like I told you, as an adult, you get it. But there was a point where it was the two of them talking to another couple. And if I looked that way, they were facing each other. I can remember this as if it was yesterday. I'm on the trampoline, about to jump. And I yell at them, Mom, Dad, look. and they look at me. So now I go from facing them to facing the pool, and I'm about to jump. And as I'm about to go, I look at them again, and they're talking to each other again. And I can rationalize it all I want as an adult. But as a kid, I felt neglected again. I felt ignored. I know that's not what they meant. They were very busy as well. They were making sure the food was ready for the kids. They were making sure that we had everything organized to go to the beach later. So they had a lot in their mind. I can rationalize it as much as I want as an adult. And I can forgive them, even though there's not much to forgive. It was a normal interaction. But as a kid, I felt a deep sense of being neglected again, being ignored again, and I don't matter. And the things that excite me and that I love, they don't care about. So all those thoughts started to come up for me as a kid. If I stayed in the adult mind, trying to rationalize it, trying to analyze it, and if I would try to heal this from that place, I can't heal that at a deep level. I need to put myself in the kid's shoes and feel that pain, and be with that pain, and sit with that pain. And allow the kid to express whatever it needed to express. And let that anger out. Even the anger towards my parents for doing that to me. Which, like I said, as an adult, I'm not angry for that. But the kid is angry for that. The kid needs to express how it felt. It needs to express what it wanted at that time. It needs to tell them, I wish you would have done this. I really needed you there at that moment. The kid needs to go through that experience in order to be able to heal. So the most powerful thing you can do to heal, one of them, is to put yourself in your inner child's shoes.